Shanghai. As with any cosmopolitan city, foreign cuisines are not hard to find, especially Italian.
E voilà, via Penne Mario!
This city has almost 300 Italian restaurants, although Italian is a loose category. Some may just qualify for having one pasta dish on the menu, while some others
absolutely not
personally offend Italians, commonly referred to as Chinese Italian food. Nevertheless, there's always authenticity to be found among 26 million people, so today I'm taking you on an inside look of the newest and oldest Italian restaurant in Shanghai.
I'm Gianpaolo, I'm the founder and the owner of Roma Restaurant in Shanghai, and welcome in my dream, guys. What exactly I dreamt to do, which is a restaurant with the name of my hometown. As you can see everywhere, we have the recall of the arches of the Colosseum in Rome through our bridge. Here we keep our best wine. We have more than 230 different wine, 90% from Italy. Then we also got some French wine. Also French wine are really nice, but Italians are way better.
Is this your favorite room?
Of course, come on. I mean, I'm not a drunk person, but I love it.
Hello, I'm Andrea. I came to Asia here to open J Hotel in Shanghai Tower, and after I got involved into this project, and I followed both for a period at the same time, and now I'm only focused on Roma.
You come from a fine dining background.
Yes.
Is it refreshing for you to take a break from the fine dining service?
It is. It is very refreshing. It's fine dining is what I've been doing my entire career, but I always enjoyed more cooking comfort food.
What, let's say, adaptations do you have to do to please the market here?
For sure, there is adjustment that you have to do. Like all Chinese don't eat pasta like we do in Italy.
Which is?
It's very risky, very al dente.
Yeah.
But not only pasta, like rice, risotto is even more of a thing. It was painful for me to overcook pasta in the beginning. It was extremely painful, and
stab to the heart.
I
to
had
your Italian heart.
my fair share of plates that they came back. You always have to adjust a little. Then what you can do once you start to have your trusted clientele and guests, you can re-educate them a little bit more on how we eat, and maybe they learn to appreciate it.
Right.
You as a foreigner head chef here in China, how hard is it to actually source ingredients that you deem authentic to represent your food, and also working with staff? Is it so hard to find, local Chinese staff who know how to cook Italian food or know Italian wine to treat the guests?
For, I think, foreign chef, sometimes even the language barrier is a bit of a challenge. With the little Chinese I speak, we can understand what to do, let's say.
你听得懂 Andrea 的中文吗？
听得懂啊？
那你们沟通没问题吧？
没有，I can speak English.
Ingredients-wise, it's very hard to source imported products.
Do you have to make substitutes a lot of the time?
We, especially post-COVID, I think a lot of chefs in China, they started to explore the local market much more.
Would you think if you took this exact concept and did it in Italy, would it work?
One of the concepts of this restaurant is the nostalgia of Rome. There is that flavor that in Italy doesn't catch as much because
Not as wow.
Rome is there.
Yes. They can go to the real Rome.
They can go to the real Rome. It's more for an abroad market, let's
Right.
say. Well, our biggest signature dish, I think, here is our carbonara. Today we're going to do a carbonara. Okay, so basically, to make carbonara, I would say this is the only way to make a carbonara. One thing that happened recently, that we had one American guest which sent the carbonara back because there was no cream inside, and then we told him there's no cream in carbonara, and he said, but that's your way to do carbonara. And we said no, the real carbonara, only one way. Here we have very hot the rendered pork fat from our cured guanciale. Guanciale is the cured pork cheek. You shouldn't use bacon, you should use guanciale. I like the guanciale when it's extremely crispy. That's why I slice it very thin. What you do, you take the pasta. This is 95 grams. One important thing of when you do carbonara, no salt in the water. This is emulsion of egg yolk, black pepper, and pecorino romano. For one portion of pasta, one whole egg, one egg yolk, and the fat from the guanciale. About 50 grams of pecorino, finely grated. You mix till it's completely smooth. Pasta is almost cooked. What we do, we start to heat the pan. I'm gonna use a little bit of water. A little bit of cooking water. We just give it a good minute in the pan, and what will happen, the pasta is going to release the starches in the water. You see that the water gets a little bit more dark. Hot fat inside. You need to be very fast because otherwise the hot fat is gonna cook your egg like an omelette, which you definitely don't want that to happen. And we turn fire off, all sauce inside. Touch of pecorino and touch of olive oil. And the pasta has to be like this, nice and creamy. Now we're at the plating moment, and what we're gonna do, pour the pasta with all its sauce, gathering all this goodness. And then on top, the guanciale, the crispy guanciale, touch of olive oil, because I'm an olive oil junkie, and some extra pepper, because it's never too much. This is our traditional carbonara.
And here we go. This is Roma's authentic and famous carbonara. Let's try it. So satisfying, perfectly al dente, just the right amount of pepper flavor, so you do get that little kick in the back of your throat, the fragrance of the guanciale, the creaminess, and yeah, it's just all around, I think, one of the best carbonaras I've ever had, and it's goddamn delicious.
As you can see, everything is about Rome. I like people, when they get in this place, they feel they're not in Shanghai anymore. So they can experience. Restaurant is not only about food, it's about an experience. An experience is made by, of course, what you eat, but also the ambience, the feelings, the vibes, and the service. We are Italians, and the service is really important for us.
We just redecorated, we opened last month. We changed completely the restaurant, like a New York subway style. We are one of the first and the only one that will still open after so many years. I think even as a Western restaurant, not many restaurants are open more than 20 years. Armando in the kitchen. He's helping. He's always here. These photos was during the first F1 Grand Prix here in Shanghai. And we had a few drivers. I feel Bruni was really, I think 15 years ago. When I was young, 10 years ago. A regular customer that always come here from German. He take a picture of me and my wife and my dog, and he asked a Chinese girl to paint it and give us as a present.
I'm Jennifer.
Jennifer. You know, we didn't have planned to open a restaurant, just come out this occasion and...
Yeah, it just happened.
It just happened, yes.
That moment was do the business really easy.
Very
Much easier than now.
No.
Yes. Yeah, but we was even younger and more energy.
Yeah, more energy, and that moment is not too much Western food, nice Western food and nice Italian food.
Yeah, allora, this restaurant is very difficult to replicate it because it's based on me, da Marco. You know, everybody come and looking for me.
Chiuso!
I don't know if he was in Italy, it would be successful. But at the beginning it was very hard because it was really difficult to find cheese, cold cut. The material that you can find on the market here, you don't have fine, very fine imported food. You know, is Everybody use almost the same material. You don't have the importer that import the meat that is massaged from Italy, or a drink wine, you understand?
So there's very limited supply here in
yes.
China,
Yeah.
and actually majority of all the traditional, authentic Italian ingredients come from like what, 3 top suppliers
Yes,
here.
yes, yes,
There's like
yes,
3
yes,
major
yes.
suppliers
Yes,
for
yes.
Italian products.
You know, many restaurants, they try to change, to twist the taste
The Chinese people like it, you know.
for the Chinese people. No, but we always cook like originally we cook in Italy. Usually a customer always request here and become one of the most popular dish in our restaurant.
This is top seller.
Yes, penne Mario, everybody like. It's a penne with a speck and radicchio, a little bit tomato sauce and cream.
Penne Mario?
Is it your favorite?
Very good.
So we start with the penne, put in the water, and we start to make the sauce. We put some olive oil, garlic. This is speck. This customer Mario, that's why I call penne Mario, come in here and ask always this dish. Yeah, this dish, and they become very popular in the restaurant. But a lot of customers still ask this dish. A little bit of white wine, tomato, a little bit of cream, a little bit of parsley. Cream, radicchio is from Northern Italy, speck is from Northern Italy, a little bit salt, a little bit pepper. And that's it, the sauce is done. Now we wait the pasta. We add some Parmesan cheese, a little bit butter, and voila. E voilà, via penne Mario!
The wonderful Penne Mario.
Please, enjoy. Very.
Oh, the flavor is so good. I feel like I don't see this very common in Italian pastas.
No.
It's this northern thing. Yeah, and hopefully when, let's say, borders open up and you come to Shanghai, you need to check out these restaurants for sure. I'm sure they'll be here
I will be here for the next 20 years.
for another 20 years, yeah.